Tēnā koutou katoa, bonjour, welcome into the breakdown on the road. This time we come to you from Lyon like we did a few weeks ago. We've got a lot to discuss, some that are calling the pool match between Ireland and South Africa the greatest pool match in Rugby World Cup history. We've got superstars on the show, Ronan O'Gara, Usain Bolt and Wallabies legend Tim Horan joining us on the programme, as well as regulars. Mills Molina is waiting in the wings, Jeff Wilson is here, Sir John Kerwin as well. Welcome, gentlemen, but we'll start off with you, Tim. Firstly, I just wanted to say the Channel 9 and Stan Sport coverage yesterday was truly incredible, and I don't think anyone took pleasure in watching that from the Wallabies. How are you feeling today?
Kia ora and welcome to Rugby Nation, the show that wraps up all the best bits from a brilliant weekend of rugby. And the main course comes first this week. Stade de France in Paris hosted the biggest encounter in the World Cup so far. The defending champion South Africa versus the #1 ranked side Ireland. A truly mouth-watering encounter. Let's see how it played out.
Careful, careful, careful. Sexton is a smooth operator, and Ireland go back in the lead inside the 22. They go to the pocket. It's an unsuccessful attempt, but they needed to have a go.
Got a scrum. Take him back.
It's going to be a 5-metre scrum because it's charged.
Penalty Ireland.
Unstable, second time.
You can hear the roar. In the Springboks, 80,000 fans here and millions around the world have witnessed one of the great battles in Rugby World Cup history.
Ireland with an epic victory in front of an awesome, energised crowd. They executed with precision under the immense defensive pressure of the box bomb squad. Banzia Key from Otahuhu named man of the match, and the All Blacks are likely to face Ireland in the next stage, a repeat of 2019's quarter-final.
Without really clicking too much. So yeah, I think, you know, traditionally South Africa have huge forwards. And I think Ireland are going to need to just spread the ball a little bit to move them around, move the point of contact. But it's going to be hard if the conditions are greasy like this evening. So hopefully it can be a nice dry day. And
as well, you have to go a little bit further upstream as well to their threats. They're not just going to obviously come at the ruck really hard like they did to Scotland and then shut you down with that blitz defence. They're very good defensively in a line out and very good defensively with a scrum. The scrum is an attacking tool for them. So that way of getting into the game as well is potentially going to be, you know, you might not have it as easily as they did today, Ireland did today the last few days.
But the good news then, though, surely is that Ireland definitely improved in both of those factors.
Yeah,
Scrum held up
100%.
well today, line-out was really good too.
Yeah.
Against, obviously.
A caveat against, you know, Tonga and Romania. They win. The way they win is moving these big players around the field, not letting them have this really slow cadence of the game and going from set piece to set piece. They got to keep the ball in play, keep them moving and get into that multifaceted play.
Argentina 19, Samoa 10.
Samoa have to be disappointed. An opportunity to seize pole position in Pool D escapes them. And Argentina securing a shaky win, looking short of their best.
Well, we're so lucky to catch up with one of the finest to have ever pulled on the Irish jersey, the Munster jersey, deep in preparations as well to win a top 14 title and continue the dynasty with La Rochelle. Ronan O'Gara, an absolute pleasure. You know, you're so loved in New Zealand as well after your time with the Crusaders. How is life in France? How does it compare to the upbeat of Christchurch?
Hiya, Kirsty. Great to see you and catch up with you. Very different, obviously, but I must admit they were two of the most special years of my life in Christchurch. I absolutely loved the city. I understood the history when I got there. I was naive approaching it. And I suppose the sorrow, but the resilience of the people really touched me. And it was a beautiful place for family to grow up. We had 5 kids, myself and Jess. Still have 5 healthy kids, thankfully. But it really shaped us, and I met some unbelievably good people.
One element of that was the TMO bunker system. We were told that it was being brought in to speed up all this, to clean it up around, but it does seem to me, looking in, that the TMO maybe is now being used as a way of, let's just get this off the field, get on with it and let them make the decision afterwards. It's not helping the matters either.
No, look, it does seem to be allowing play on field to resume a lot quicker. However, maybe a lot of the referees are kind of using it as a way to shunt some of the blame away from them onto the TMO for fear of making the wrong decisions, because we have seen some clear red cards. For me, the Ethan de Groot should have been a red card straight away. However, that still went to the bunker system and was upgraded. So I don't know, is there that fear of making a mistake and ruining the game with a red card straight away, whereas the TMO will have time and plenty of angles to really look at that, look and see, and the key word here is the mitigation.
You got to enjoy the journey too, you know. We play rugby, it should be fun. Yes, there's periods of frustration, but I'm sure the players are frustrated with me at times too. That's what happens in a fruitful relationship. It's about getting the best out of each other, and the last 2 years have been brilliant, but it just gives you a taste for more. Yeah, and test level is different, but still young enough, but it's very different. I think at this stage I have a lot of energy for the day-to-day stuff.
You haven't hit the 50 yet, which means you're younger than every single person on our show except Mills Muliaina, I think. It's really nice to see your smile, I tell you what, because coaches always seem to be under pressure these days, so it's nice to see a smile.
Exactly. You gotta, that's the one thing I just had to say, because as a player I was crippled with anxiety and nerves and over-appreciating it. Yes, it is very important, but it's also something that you gotta enjoy doing. I think you can enjoy it if you have a clear head.
Just one final question, and we're going to go back to the Rugby World Cup. Since we are in Paris, we're in France, the epicentre of the rugby world right now. Your pick for the final, who are the two teams in there?
For the final, I think it's very difficult to look beyond France winning the World Cup. I just think with home advantage, with so many X-factor players, but there's always hope for the other teams, and if it's not a night where they're feeling it and they might be a little bit moody, then maybe, you know what I mean, South Africa, Ireland, and then I would probably say after that it's probably New Zealand. They're the four I think who can win it.
Thank you so much for your time. It's so easy to see why you're so loved by all your players. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
And